Work's not done. Work is not done. What's going on, guys? It's Chaz with Homegrown How To. Welcome back. This is the third video in my three-part series of how to level your lawn with sand. This one is the video where we talk about the aftercare steps that I take to make sure I have a successful project. So like I said, the work is not done. You've got quite a bit, not a ton of hard work. It's not hard, it's just work. So I know some people are allergic to that word, but if you want a nice looking lawn, it's gonna take some work. So if this is the first video you're seeing of this three-part series, or maybe first time to the channel, what I recently did is I am currently 3 weeks out from leveling my lawn with sand, top dressing it with sand. There's a lot of prep work that goes into it, and then the actual process of doing that job is pretty labor intensive. It's hard work. What I basically did was I spread 5 tons of sand throughout my entire lawn. Went pretty heavy with the back, went fairly light with the front in relation, but went pretty heavy with the sand in the backyard. And the only reason I did that is because I want a better looking lawn. And my lawn was super bumpy. There were divots where I had sprinkler trenches that kind of settled over the years, and just wanted a nice, more enjoyable mow. Plus I've got really heavy clay soil here, so aerating that, filling those aeration holes in with some of that sand definitely is going to help kind of change the soil structure a little bit. I did my front yard last year as kind of a test and loved the results. Polished off some spots in the front yard and did the backyard this year. A little bit of the background to the sand leveling. So after you do that project, some steps you want to take to get the grass blades to push through the sand so that you can have a nice lush lawn within a few weeks. So looking straight out at the lawn, you can see she's looking good. I've had a couple mows in so far since I did this project, and I'm loving it. So the color's looking really good. I did a foliar application a few days ago, already definitely greening up a lot more. It looks awesome. I'm starting to get into the spray game, so I use some Petrolawn, Petromax fertilizers, mix those up together and sprayed the lawn, and it's looking freaking awesome. So let's get into all the steps that I did to ensure that this is a successful project. So I showed you what it looks like from a distant angle. Looks awesome. As you kind of start looking right overhead, you can see still a little bare. Some of the deeper spots where there was more sand are a little bit more bare, but overall it's looking good. Some of those grass blades are still working on pushing through. So day one after doing the sand leveling project, I came back out with my lawn leveling rakes and raked the entire yard again. Just went back and forth. I went long ways this way and short ways this way, just to ensure I got all different angles so that I could pull up any grass blades that were kind of close to the surface, and also made sure everything was nice and level. The sand that I got was a little bit wet and damp, so after that was spread out, that dried up a little bit over the 24 hours, and then I was able to really spread that out really good and push more grass blades through the sand. I did that same thing every couple of days. So here's one spot in particular. You can see some of the grass. This is one of my deeper spots. Has a lot more sand than some of the other spots, but you can see you've got areas here where grass is just trying to push through. Some of that sand is working its way through. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my leaf rake some of this stuff out, get down into some of that sand, pull up any of those grass blades that are trying to come up. As the grass gets a little bit longer, it's definitely harder to push those lawn leveling rakes around. I kind of was limited there after the first few days, but then after that I just come back with a little aluminum tined rake, and I also have a little plastic rake that I use to really hit these spots. What I do is I flip the rake over upside down actually and rake it. You rake those spots and it just kind of agitates the sand a little bit, and then you can see some of those grass blades start pushing up. Once you start getting into a week, now I came out and did that exact same thing with that aluminum tined rake a couple of times over the next few days. So probably once a day, as long as it was dry, I came out and did that. We had some rain, so I wasn't able to come out as much as I had hoped. Once that sand is wet, it's a little bit harder to agitate that sand around and get some of those grass blades up. But then once you flip that rake over, you can also use those tines. Those tines will hook onto some of those grass blades, pull them up out of the sand, and you're left with more grass exposed. During this entire time, A lot of people would definitely try to keep their kids, their pets off of the lawn. I'm not very anal about that. That's what the lawn is for. That's what the backyard especially is for, is to play in. So I let the kids play around here, back here. Worst case scenario, they make some divots in some of the deeper spots where the sand was. But like I said, I'm coming out every day, every other day, to just kind of rake out, especially some of those deeper spots. Just try and rake those out, and then if there is any divots in there, all that does is just smooth those back out. So don't be too concerned about keeping people or pets or whatever off of your lawn. I mean, other people are going to definitely have different opinions on that, but I'm all for playing in the grass. That's what it's for. So over those next few weeks, that's all I've done, is basically just come out. I think it's the most important step, maybe other than mowing short, is mowing short before you do it, is the aftercare, is coming out, raking everything out multiple times, every day, every other day, as often as you can. Honestly, just come out, rake it out, and you're gonna have some success. I came out 2 days ago and raked this spot. This is one of my deeper spots here. Raked that out. It rained last night, so the sand is still a little bit damp. But these grass blades that have some yellowing to them, those were all grass that was kind of buried in the sand. I was able to rake all this stuff out and get it popping through. So even 3 weeks after, some of that grass that's still stuck under the sand is still alive. You're still able to get that to come through. So definitely keep working at it. Don't give up. You can see I just popped all these through here just by using my hand. So especially in some of those deeper spots, you can even just come through with your hand and just kind of agitate some of that sand around. So anyway, it's not hard work, the aftercare that I do. I just come out. I mean, it's dedication maybe. Come out every day, every other day, as much as you can. Rake it out once a day, once every other day. Really easy. To do my entire 5,000 square foot lawn, it took me maybe 10 minutes to do the whole thing. Plus, it's something I enjoy. I enjoy being outside. I like working on the lawn. Plus, the fruits of your labor. Look at that, looking nice. Can't wait to get some popping stripes thrown down on this. So guys, be sure to check out videos 1, the prep for sanding your lawn, video 2, the actual process of doing the sand leveling, and this one, video 3, the aftercare. Aftercare is not hard. It just takes a few minutes every day. Definitely something you're going to want to do, especially if you have really low spots. Really give those low spots some TLC, and you'll be fine. If you have any questions about any of the steps, any of the process of leveling your lawn, drop them in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys watching. If you found any of this information helpful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good one.